Good morning. Today I'm going to be making sausage apple stuffing. I'm using a cornbread mix, just the mix, but I'm going to be adding sausage and apple, maybe some walnuts, of course, onion and sage that I grew from the garden. I spritzed my cast iron with some olive oil. I'll be adding in the ingredients. All right, so I peeled an apple, and for this apple, I'm using a red apple. I think it was a Pink Lady. When I'm eating apples, I really like a Granny Smith or a Gravenstein, but for this, a little sweeter. And then about half an onion, chopped fine. And right now I'm sauteing up half a pound, so half of that roll of sausage. And I think I will put some walnuts in this as well. I'll add them after I get this fried up. So I added the onion. I don't want the apple to cook quite as long, so I'll add it towards the end here. We're actually having a second Thanksgiving. So I've got a turkey in the oven, doing mashed potatoes, gravy, deviled eggs, the whole bit. I'm going to add the apples. So normally for the water in here, you're supposed to add like 1.5 cups of water to your stuffing mix. I normally use the broth from the turkey, but it's still just cooking and I'm wanting to have this done before. So I'm going to put it right into here. This is going to absorb all of those good flavors, and I am going to put in a chicken bouillon cube in here and stir that up all before I add my mix. So that juice will also have that good flavor of the sausage in it, the apple and the onion. And all of these seasonings I grew from the greenhouse. They are oregano, thyme, and sage. I'm going to add in my cornbread stuffing mix. Stir that up. Yeah, you can do the homemade crumbs and all that with your bread. Honestly, I hardly ever have bread in the house. Unless I'm making homemade biscuits or something like that, I hardly ever buy bread. We don't eat a lot of it. So I'll mix this all up, and then I'm going to put it into a baking pan. Even though at this point, once it absorbs all that, it's done. I still like to bake mine. So while I'm carving up the turkey, I'll just put this in the oven at 350 for 15 minutes. I decided not to put the nuts in. I'll just olive oil spritz the inside of my little baking pan. This is one of those enameled baking pans, and it's a smaller one, which is nice for things like this. All right, that is ready to go into the oven when the turkey's done. It smells so good.